Yo, what's up? Just had to set up my monitor here. There we go. All right, let's put this in its little holster. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Mike. Yes, but I want to see really, really bad is, well, honestly, it's the gyroscope that Nathan is building or has been building. I love to see him hook a motor up to that thing. If he has already, I need to check out the video. Because of the axial flux and the well, it's more of a just an AC pattern with the aluminum there. It's really a novel concept. I like it. I'm working with that concept a little bit myself. That's Old Man Builds. Check it out. It's got at least one video of this thing on there. Awesome. All right, let's see. See it in action. This is a recap of earlier today. We're at like 7 volts in right now, 0.2 amps. Turn it up a little bit. Because at that first threshold, I like to think is 9 volts is a threshold. And then 12 volts is like the next step. You know? 9, 12. Working with your batteries here, 9 volt battery, 12 volt battery. Logical steps to take. My God, it looks like a frickin' Roomba. Hello, hello. Evening. Just checking it out. Giving a recap of both of these motors. Now, what I wanted to do with this design, since they're bifilar coils under there, is take what was supposed to be a trigger strand and have it pump voltage back into the drive by grounding that coil and then hooking the diode up to the other side and plugging the diode into the drive socket. I actually have a little socket for the drive. So you plug it in the drive socket and then it should charge up, the gyro. I don't know how far it will go or if it will put a load on the. I don't know what will happen, but it should be a fun experiment to do. Am I expecting perpetual motion? No, I'm not. Right off the bat, I'll tell you, no, I'm not. Maybe a little bit of prolonged motion, maybe some gyroscopic motion, but not perpetual motion. But I have no idea what will happen. I literally don't. I know what like is supposed to happen in my mind, but sometimes I have the mind of a child. I'll admit it right off the bat. Like I want to believe in this stuff, like all the magic and whatever. But there's just I like to think that it's a level of understanding of the same concept. It changes as you understand more about it. And I believe even our laws will change as we understand more about what's going on. It'll end up being part of an equation that's incomplete right now. So it's not like it isn't real. Like the laws aren't the laws of course are real, but I believe that there's an understanding of those laws that we don't know yet. That very few people know, if anybody knows yet. Just saying, those laws are going to evolve. And if they don't, I don't know, man. I just have a feeling they're going to change. Everything changes. I've been blown away in my lifetime by what's changed. I mean, there are systems out there that totally deny the laws of physics. Totally blow them out of the freaking water. And they're mostly socio-economical systems, but yeah, physics don't apply there. Been talking with my brother a lot about stuff like that, so it's on the mind a little bit. Don't have much to do with pulse motors. Something's not right. Look at that. Wants to go the other way now. That's pretty cool. Can anybody tell me what just happened? Because I just tried to state that you can't use a trigger coil to make a gyroscope, and I'm starting to think maybe you can, because this just just totally flipped on me. Just making sure. No, maybe it didn't. Maybe I just spun it the wrong way, and I'm really, really tired. That's probably what happened. Or maybe it flipped. No, it didn't flip, because that's the way I normally spin it. I just spun it the wrong way, I guess. Huh. Something's not right. It's probably the commutator, because it's just a wire. Actually, the brush is just a wire. And I have to check these things periodically. Make sure everything is like in contact. There might be some corrosion on that. Anyway, it works. Just that's the first time that happened. Well, I guess I should make sure that it works. So it'll get a reset. We'll turn it on. Yeah, it's good. Sweet. Just had to check it out real quick. We're going to look at the speed on this. We're going to get above 3,000 RPMs today. I know it's a hefty goal, but we should be able to do it. Even with the iron core load of some kind on the rotor, it shouldn't pose very much of a problem. Oh yeah. See, I'm tired. That's not good. When you're working with electronics and stuff, being tired is probably one of the worst things that you can do. So if you're not getting good sleep and you work with electronics or electricity, get a CPAP, get your sleep in order. Because you really, you get glasses at work, you can't see, you need to be able to see. I know it's common sense, but you know, doesn't always apply with everybody. All right, let's see. All right, so this is all pulse motors. This is a gyroscopic counter-rotating pulse motor, DC. Got neodymium magnets on the top, coils on the bottom. Both of them spin in opposite directions. Got a commutator plate. Two commutator plates, a positive and a negative plate. That's what you get. That's what you got. You got two brushes, a positive and a negative brush. You got the coils hooked up in series, so you only need one brush. .35 volts. Not going very fast yet. .45 volts. .21. 22, 23, 24. We're only at 9 volts in. We're going to level off at 24.30. Alright, we're going to put some juice in. .26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, that sucks. Oh, 3,700, 3,078, my bad. Oh, yeah. Check that out. 3,078 RPMs, dude. That's awesome. Now what we got over here is 3 N52 little round neodymium magnets stuffed into a compartment just big enough to house them. So they're pressed to fit. You got 3 iron cores that are a 1/2 inch by 4 inches long, wrapped with 2 layers of 20 gauge. And I guarantee we had somewhere around 60 volts of AC electricity coming off of this coil, which is pretty immaculate considering how small the magnets are. That's a lot of electricity. I mean, the field is really strong, but it's really acute too. It's like not a very broad field there, which is good for the situation considering they hit like little rail guns. These coils are stupendous, and they're not anything great either. They're not totally uniform. If you look at them closely, they're as they're as good as I wanted to make them, being 20 gauge and having such a small thing to wrap around. I made them as uniform as I wanted to. But you see how it works, man. I mean, if I made them perfect, we could probably get 3,500. Maybe. Maybe I'm being gracious. Maybe I made them pretty good, and I'm just beating myself up. There's no resin on there. I secured everything with tape. I know that that is messy and dirty, and oh my God, it's dirty. It's like, it's really like a religious thing almost. You know, the dirty and the clean. I don't think of it that way, but I feel like a lot of people do. And I notice it. I might be totally mistaken, but it gives that kind of vibe. You know, like, oh my God, he's dirty. Let's not even talk to him. Let's say that what he's doing is total crap because his table is messy. I don't know what the deal is, but I think it's awesome, man. I think everything here is gold, man. It's legit. It's probably been done for years, done over and over and over again for years. There's probably, you know, the people that do take their time, um, can make some pretty spectacular things, man. And the people that don't take their time can also make some pretty spectacular stuff, without a doubt. Like, spectacular. You know what I mean? You just gotta get over that barrier of like, you don't like the way something looks. But I know there's a lot, you know, people don't really understand what this stuff is. And, you know, people that do, you know, they're not very nice about people doing it what they would consider wrong. They think, a lot of people think that if you're going to do it quote unquote wrong, I mean, show me a working model. And then, you know, yeah, like show me the scat, dude, and then I will admit that mine isn't good. Only then. I mean, mine's bullshit. Show me the shit. And I will admit it openly. This is the bomb, you know? And I messed up completely. I will say it. But you have to show it to me. I'm not going to take your word for it. I'm not that nice of a guy. But if you got something good, man, show me. If you don't want to show me, if you want to like be my competitor, that's fine too, man. I'm just trying to encourage you all to do something because you can. Do it because you can. You know? And everything else kind of just falls into place if you got a clean. Look at how fast that the rotor's starting to move. But the commutator switch keeps getting caught on something. Now I would wager that we get some sort of boost to this rotor's speed based on the gyroscopic reed switch there. Here, let's get a reading. We got divide by 3, people. Divide by 3. Here we go. 2,500. 2,166. So that's just like 700, isn't it? Seems like it's going a lot faster than that, doesn't it? But it might only be going 700. And judging by the shaking in the shaft, that's not a bad thing right now. It's rudimentary. It's basically tape, glue, some plastic. But what I want to do here, since there are bifilar coils under there, is I want to take the trigger strand and I want to ground it, right? Ground all the trigger strand. We can even make it in a series, but we're going to ground it. And we're going to put a rectifier diode on the other end, or ends. And we're going to plug it into the series circuit. That's the drive. And it's going to be solely, the use is going to be solely more so for when you turn it off. Will it help the bottom part move at all? You notice how it's not moving. But if we charge it up, will it move? If we even give it 3 volts with no amps, like very few amps, barely any amps. You can't read the amps, there's so few amps. But just 3 volts, can we get it to move? I don't know. I really want to find out though, because I've been talking about it for like a whole day now. And I really want to see, because if it works at all, even a little bit, I'll make some pristine coils and we're going to work with that. We're going to move forward with that. We're going to condense it. You know, we're gonna put it in a top. Okay, we're gonna put it in a, you spin it a freaking dreidel, man. That's what we're gonna make it with the coils and everything on the inside. We're gonna spin it, and that thing is gonna speed up. It's gonna tear time and space apart in the area that you drop it at. I mean, if the theory is sound and you build it right, that's exactly what should happen. But I don't know. Is that real? Can that even be built? I mean, especially on a scale like this. Can you and I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea, but it's an idea, honestly. To condense this in a mechanical, you know, thing that will, I don't know, anti-lens or lens-free, you know, something. I'm not sure exactly what the terminology would be. Just an idea. What do people think? This is not a dynamo. This is not a dynamo. This is a pulse motor. Maybe I should show you, lift this up at least, show you what's underneath the hood. Okay, so this is a rotor, which is supposed to be which is a stator, which can spin. Okay, so that's free to spin. That's really cool. Now, how do you do that without tethering? And you can't do it without tethering, or you get what I'm trying to say. If you hook power to any of this crap, you've now tethered your wheel and it won't spin. But if you make a brush system, a mechanical brush system where there's a touch, a duty cycle of like 95% is what this duty cycle is. There's a few bumps in there, so you get that 5% variation. But you can hear it. Okay, so you got your positive and your negative plates, and you got your positive and your negative brush. And then you clip your positive and your negative input to those plates. And when the brushes touch, poof, you get power into the wheel and it can continue to spin because your brush is dragging on the plate. Boom. Simple. That part's simple. And it's like, can you condense that though? Like have a little piece of copper on the interior of the bottom of a top, like on the bottom, but on the inside, because it's gonna have layers to it, you know? They're gonna be gyroing. But it's all gonna be enclosed, okay? It's all gonna be inside the top, so nobody will know what's going on inside there. You're just gonna know it's moving really fast. Is that bad? I don't know. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a dream right now. I mean, there's seriously, I see a lot of people, I hear a lot of people talk about fantastic stuff. And it's great. I think that brainstorming is a key component to moving forward. But you know, there's like another portion of that, and it's probably even a larger percent of that requires that you continue to do stuff. You gotta keep building, and as long as like this, I would consider this complete. It's one of the only complete ones that I have, and I'm gonna take it apart. But I'm gonna video document it. Might write a few things down, but that's done. That goes 3,000 RPMs, and it's a complete build. Now I might build more coils, different coils. There might be a different, different setup, but this is complete. We're gonna, if I get an aerial view of that, you decide what it's gonna be called. I think that the peace sign motor is a good, but it's not really a peace sign because it doesn't have the middle leg. I don't know, flux capacitor. If you've seen the flux capacitor in the movie, it kind of looks like that, but there's like neon lights in it or something. We would call that ionization, maybe. Whatever. Hey, what's up, son?
Papa Bale live now.
That's right. And we're talking about Papa Bale's dreams of making
a pulse motor work.
A time machine.
Well, time machine.
And I'm just joshing. I really have no idea what that means. But I understand the concept of what makes it work. Don't I?
Time machine has a lot of wires in it.
Not really.
But It has about
maybe
like,
some coiled wire,
it has about like 17.
or
It has about 17 to 23 wires inside it.
right now it would appear to be like coiled wire, but it could be like graphene, or it could be a combination of like graphene and new metal, so that you get an awesome mechanical commutation, which, you know, there's lots of components. But using the eddy currents when you have a aluminum rotor is going to be key to making that thing work, because there's going to be a lot of that going on. But to utilize it is what's important. I got to read up a lot more about it, but you know, it's a condensed version of
There has to be a lot of coiled wire.
Otis
in
T
it.
Carr's XT1 condensed into a top that you can spin.
Has to spin and work.
Now with, you know, with robots and stuff being the way they are, and I guarantee you to make this you will need some sort of robot or magnifying glass and tweezers, because the stuff that we're talking about is extremely small, very small. Is it real? Not yet, maybe never, but it's an idea. And believe me, man, when there's an idea and you get enough people behind it and enough people thinking about it, it'll happen.
Like this.
You just got to make sure that they're all trained the same way. It's got to be a group think thing. It's got to be, the information does have to be accurate, you know. And the exact information in this is not accurate. This is rudimentary. These coils, I wound them by hand, and I did it while I was smoking a joint. So naturally, these are not the same amount of turns per coil. Okay, they are not the same at all. And I'll admit that right now. They're close, because I eyeballed them. Like this one and this one are the closest, but this one's shy by about 50 turns, and I can tell. Hey guys.
I'm kidnapping the camera.
And I'll be the first one to point it out, man, and be like, your coil's shy.
Now this is made out of aluminum.
I'll be taking this.
All right.
Caleb, can you hold this for a second?
Sure, can I be the cameraman?
Yep, for a second. Alright, and don't get it on me.
It's not supposed to, but I was thinking that with some aid, it won't spin forever, and it won't spin like a motor is spinning it, but I think I can get some latent energy to spin this longer. Maybe even get some gyroscopic. I don't know yet.
Oh, taking that.
I'm pretty sure nothing is going to happen. It might load the rotor down. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but there's 32 gauge strands in each one of these coils. Okay. I'm going to take those. I'm going to ground one end into the breadboard, and it's going to go into the negative commutator plate. Boom, they're all grounded. Okay. And then I'm going to take a diode and attach it to the other end. The other end is usually the end that I started at the beginning of the coil for all of them. Okay, I run them all counterclockwise. That at least I can say that they're all wound the same. They're all counterclockwise and they all start at the same spot. Okay, so they're easy to work with. I mean, the ends are a little long, but I can work with that. I might shorten them up though, seriously. But the energy from those being hooked up with the directional diode and being grounded both, it won't be like having a motor, but I will believe that as long as this continues to spin, the motion will be aided. We might even get some gyroscopic motion when it's off from the lower rotor, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. As far as I know, you have to have a power supply, man. You have to. Whether it be electrolytes in cotton wrapped around an aluminum strand wound into your coil. That is a power supply. Okay? The electrolyte is a power supply, and it says it in the patent.
Do you need me to start reading out the chat?
Sure.
All
Well,
right.
some of it. I haven't been able to engage recently.
Oh, well, was it because of what happened last time?
No.
Or? Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. You might created a portal. Lol. This is fun.
Ah.
Mm. Well, he did ask earlier if it was a time machine. Well, sadly, no, it's not a time machine.
No, man, this is it looks like a Roomba, doesn't it?
Yes, it's me.
But we turn it up a little bit.
Holy crap.
The bottom starts spinning one way and the rotor spinning the other way. And this is the concept which increases speed exponentially. But like I keep on asking myself, if I can get the bottom to spin like the top is spinning, then we're gonna see some explosion happen here or something like that, because that's spinning at like a 20th the speed the top one is.
Holy moly. This is new.
That's a rich sound.
He might destroy the world. Be careful.
I won't destroy the world. That won't happen.
He meant it as a joke.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have any sense of humor.
I do.
All right, good. I'm glad you're here. You're going to help out.
Yeah.
So that we're at 9.55 volts in and 0.3 amps in.
You should give the bottom one a push the other way while it's going.
No, I don't think so. Something just happened.
Probably Tig's running around knocking stuff.
See, but this rotor, the way it's spinning right now, when I cut the power, having those coils hooked up the way I said, is going to generate voltage. Maybe a very little bit amount of amperage because of you got the iron cores.
If the one on the bottom stops spinning, why would the top one
Continue to spin?
Yeah.
Because it's a motor. The only reason that the bottom one is spinning is because it's untethered. It naturally spins.
Mm.
If you didn't tether it down, it would spin automatically.
Mm. Free power, yes indeed.
And that's what I'm saying. Look at that, man. It's still spinning. It's spinning virtually as fast as it was when I turned it off, pretty much. It's not going to spin forever. I never said that.
Yeah, true.
But it is spinning pretty hard right now, and if I set those coils up, I don't know. I'm probably like getting excited over nothing, and I've done that before, but I think it's a pretty interesting experiment. Well, there's no magnets on the bottom. Those are just coils.
Coils and wires.
Electromagnets.
Well,
So you're right. There are magnets.
no one says free energy here. I wouldn't say it's free. But then at the same time,
We have a heightened understanding of what free energy is. And it's literally doing what you're not supposed to do when it comes to this stuff. That is exactly what's going to get you free energy. Doing what you've been told not to do.
yeah. When curiosity gets the best of you.
Yeah, then you wind up on the flow.
Remember that one time the light spiked up and it just kind of
See, now the bottom.
blinded us all?
Yeah, that was a 100 volt capacitor with 22,000 microfarad. And that thing popped like
like some popcorn in the microwave. Or whatever you... Can you turn it into house electricity or something?
I'm sure if I had the know-how, I could turn it into something that could turn on a light or something like that, but I don't think it would be wise to hook this to your house. I
I'm
don't think that would
sorry.
be smart.
I just noticed this guy's profile picture. It's the duck from the duck song. It's beautiful.
Oh, you heard that?
It's beautiful.
So, really, this is what happens naturally. If you don't fix your stator to the ground or wherever you need to fix your stator to, it'll spin. If you set it up to spin freely, it'll automatically spin in the opposite direction. That happens in nature. That is a real thing that happens everywhere.
You cannot create energy. You must change its state. You just change its state, not must.
All right. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what that has to do with what we're doing here at all. I really don't. I'm not trying to sell you something. WYSIWYG, man. What you see is what you get. That's how it is,
Wow.
man.
4 years.
I've only got 2 in. And I can tell you that's a fact.
I was talking about the guy's profile picture. He said he's had it for 4 years.
Oh, the duck?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I change my profile picture every 2 seconds. I would never have the patience to keep my profile picture as a duck for 4 years.
All right, so it's been a while since we hooked up Little Devil over here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna unhook this one because they're not really compatible. And they're both hooked up to the same power distribution. So we're gonna unhook that and we're gonna hook this up.
What's up? Did you just join the stream?
All right, we're looking at pulse motors.
And to answer any questions for people that did just join, it's a pulse motor, not a time machine, not a bomb.
Thank you, Paige.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta reiterate this stuff. The only person that is really dangerous to is me. And that's if I touch it in the wrong place, and I've never gotten more than the shock that I can handle. But, you know, I'm crossing my fingers.
How many times have you gotten shocked?
3.
3.
I've been doing this for 2 years. One of them was just recently. I don't mess with caps, man, because I know that if you touch that the wrong way, you're going bye-bye. So I really don't care. I mean, there are some applications that caps are good, and I do want to explore that.
I'm pretty sure the only dangerous thing, or I don't even know if it was dangerous or not, but highest spike was the light, which scared me and
when
probably,
the light got real bright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably blinded thousands of people. I'm joking. You can hear that.
So that's 6 volts in, 6.7.
Only 6.7?
Yeah.
If you attach a knife on the side, it'll be dangerous, I guess. Well, it depends on what way the knife is sticking.
This is 9 volts.
9
I'd say
volts.
that's pretty awesome for 9 volts.
It reminds me of when you pop like a water balloon and the water looks frozen. That's kind of what it looks like here. It doesn't look like it's moving, but it is. Hook an LED light to it.
You want me to hook a light up to it just so we can be satisfied?
He could do that within, I don't know how long. Do you know how to use the CNC function of Fusion 350, Papa Bale?
Fusion 360?
Yeah.
I do
He
not
said
know how to use
350.
it. I do not know how to use any. I use Tinkercad, man. I go path of least resistance, and I know, but there's a learning
Oh,
curve
yeah, he
there
said
that I don't need to deal with right now. Okay, Fusion 360 and all drawing apparatuses where the shapes are not predefined.
Uh,
Yeah, I that's a learning curve that I will learn eventually, but right now, path of least resistance leads me to Tinkercad.
yes. For now, Tinkercad is probably your best option until you want to branch out to stuff like that.
Yeah, so that was 2,500 RPMs, actually like 27, but I do want to see if this little motor can turn this light on. I do want to see that.
Probably can.
We will see. I'm sure you're right.
Tiggs.
Mm,
He's
wow,
watching.
I'm losing it. Losing it.
Took a break from cleaning his paws just to watch us.
That's cool. Thanks, Tiggs. All right, so you got your two probes here. Okay?
We get in on that.
But those who pay close attention notice that sometimes there's a third probe.
Mhm.
There's also a third hole
Yes.
that you need to pay attention for. Because, I was going to say a joke that went along with that, but my daughter's here.
Huh.
Gotta chill.
Chill.
Anyway, when there's only two, and I'm sure it doesn't really matter except for the fact that there's a big hole and a little hole. The live wire is the little one. The ground wire is the big one. When you're hooking it up without cutting it open. And even if you do cut it open and you just hook up the wires instead of having the prongs, the little one is the live wire. The big one is the ground.
No, it's cracking me up with this. Paige, leave the room now. I need to hear this joke.
Yeah, well, it's about a mallard duck, female mallard duck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Right as you dropped female on there, I was like, oh.
And you know how mallard ducks are typically male? I mean, that's what I heard, that mallard ducks are male ducks.
Really? Okay.
But I don't know, man. It gets funny.
Get off the
real
table.
funny as we get deeper into the rabbit hole. But I heard a joke the other night that was kind of reminiscent of that. But the fact that there's a third hole and a third probe that really, tosses the salad. Sorry.
Stop spiking my dirty mind.
But there's only one mallard duck.
No more of the ducks.
But there's
Especially the mallard ducks.
Yeah, see, I have no sense of humor, so
No more.
I can't tell the joke right. But
My sense of humor is
and having her be here doesn't make it any easier.
My sense of humor has just been absolutely degraded. I will laugh at the randomest crap ever.
Oh, I like the AI presidents that's on the TV
my
right now, man. That is some funny stuff.
It is though.
Oh my God. Wow. That is so them too. It's like perfect.
I don't know. I'll see someone laughing and I'll think of the funniest thing in the whole world and I'll just start bursting out laughing for no apparent reason. Like, I don't know, some guy at school made this joke because the teacher was talking about this guy that lives right next to her. He was yelling at like a football game or something, and then
Can you hit that switch?
What one?
That one right there by your hand?
This?
Yep.
she made this joke about him going like yelling at his TV, and then she highly exaggerated it. So then one of my friends at my table just started telling me this guy was going rah 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 at his TV. I don't know, something was funny about that.
It's not lighting up. Try flipping the switch the other way. Huh.
Is it really that bad? I'm joking.
I think that end is a little light. Actually. Let me try something. And you need to like step away.
Alright.
Cause I'm gonna light that up real quick.
Okay. Who remembers the magnet ball that we were trying to get it to move or something? And then it ended up not moving at all.
Oh, it moves a little
Stop
bit.
it.
If you're talking about putting it in here, it moved quite a bit. It just wouldn't spin.
Mm.
And that's okay.
The cat's getting a little playful.
You gotta kind of work at it from multi-dimensional aspect. You can't just go at it from the one dimension, one plane.
What did you miss? What did you miss?
What are you talking about?
Someone asked, what did they miss? So.
Oh, Society of High Sciences. Hey.
What did they miss? Tig, stop trying to eat the box.
Right here. Give an aerial of this.
Like from the top?
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Sorry.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this light is a little much. Let's try this black light.
What would you do if the cat got on the table? Which probably isn't even humanly possible because, well, this table is crowded.
Shit, he can get up here.
What would you do if he did?
To get him down?
Pick him up?
Yeah.
What if he was messing with the wires?
I hope, right now it'd be all right, but...
Bye-bye to the cat.
Yeah, bye-bye to the cat for sure.
The cat would start dancing.
All right, so that's a 100 watt light. This is a 15 watt light. We'll see if we can light it up.
The cat would start dancing. Use the cat to do something like that.
Now, I don't know whether we need DC. I don't think we do because it plugs into the wall. Excuse me.
Okay. I'm going to get back to where I was before.
Okay.
Probably not the smartest thing to do, walking like this. Can you make a fan with that? Probably.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I attach a fan to this. You better make sure it's on there good.
I remember back in his early days, he tried to make a clock with it. I don't know if that worked out.
No, I didn't make that clock. I bought that clock.
You just bought the wood for it and then never made it. You still have it?
It's a stencil for a clock.
Let's make that clock. We're 2 years in. Let's make the clock. Oh. Don't look at my feet. 3K RPM is fast for a fan. It's lighting up.
Now with that, there is a load on the rotor because we're pulling 3 amps.
You can see how fast it's going and then how bright the light is. It's a reed switch. Spins the motor faster.
At 3 amps? I don't think so.
It's probably gonna fly off the pole.
Now what I'm doing here is I'm using this reed switch to proc these 3 transistors in parallel to each one of those coils. So they all have their own power supply, they all have their own transistor, and they're all timed by this switch.
This looks like a live leak vid.
What does that even mean?
A live leak vid, like showing things that weren't meant to be seen until later on.
You need to be careful where you're pointing at.
Oh, well, true. I mean, that's kind of what I. That's the best explanation I got for a live leak vid.
All right. I don't think there's anything on the table here that is a secret. If that's what that means.
Kind of. Like something to come later on.
But that's pure magnetic induction with teeny ass magnets on a huge freaking coil. Got that light to light up a little bit. So I consider that a win. Wasn't very bright. It wasn't like direct EMF. It wasn't BEMF. It was just magnetic
so
induction.
Cool. I love seeing the updates. Wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, straight up regular motor. This isn't regular though. This is an untethered motor. All right. All right, Gabriel.
Let them see how you read the TV.
I don't know if you really want to go there.
What are you trying to achieve, and what is your equation to prove that you are achieving what you claim?
I don't know why you guys waste your time. Honestly. I do all this without that. I don't know what you even mean when you say that. I don't understand what you're saying at all. Okay, I worked from the ground up. I did not have a schematic or it all planned out before I built it. I'm not Imhotep. I do not freaking work that way. That is not how I act.
I just got like 50 questions. Hold on a second. Is the pulse motor same as the fan motor behind you? I don't think so.
This motor? No, I don't think so.
You are building something.
That's an AC motor. These are all DC motors.
You are building something that already exists. That's obvious.
Who cares about that? Why's there gotta be a freaking new, brand new, cutting edge, man? Why does it gotta be like that? Why does it gotta be like that, man? You see this. Show me a working model of a counter rotating pulse motor, and I'll shut up. But until then, why don't you pipe down?
Noah's got a point.
What's that? All right on, Noah. What's the point of you putting up a fight, dude?
Dude, just shut up.
There's no freaking point to you saying that, dude.
Yeah, thank you, Noah.
Thanks, Noah. I mean, thank you, buddy.
Gabriel, if you don't like what we're doing, go.
Yeah, leave. Don't be a troll, buddy. There's no point to it. The point is you get to see it work. That's the point. You don't like it? I'm telling you, man, you don't need to open your mouth about it, seriously.
For real.
And don't talk to me about your rights as an American. That's a cop-out, man.
If you don't like it, just go. Like, no need to put up a fight for no reason. Can we go 88 miles per hour?
You're going to see some serious stuff, man. You're going to see some serious stuff.
So it's timed DC pulse motor?
This one is timed 120 degrees, and it all pulses on this. There's 3 transistors involved. It's a parallel circuit with one end of this reed switch plugged into the base of all these transistors. Okay, so boom, they all fire at the same time. So yes, it is a timed DC pulse motor. So is this. Works on a reed switch.
Mm-hmm.
I found that working with trigger coils
Takes a stop.
to trigger your base is a problem with the gyroscopic, because the trigger coil can spin both ways. Okay? Can you stop him?
Ticks.
God.
I can't stop him. I got a phone in my hand. Hey. Go. Dang it.
I'll get him.
All right. What's the difference between an AC and DC motor?
The difference between an AC and DC motor?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, they both do the same thing.
Bad kitty. You want me to pick that up?
I'm exploring the differences right now. All I've worked with so far is DC.
Hi.
Hello.
The name.
Hi. Society?
Current and geometry. I don't know. They're either asking us questions or they're asking people in the chat questions. I don't know.
See, it's tethered somehow. I don't know where it is tethered. Probably on the other side somewhere.
I don't know. With all like the wires kind of sticking out, I think it would kind of be caught. Well, it wouldn't. Never mind. AC is easier to manage. DC is used for big machines.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me right now.
Phones are DC and they are tiny.
I really don't understand what you're trying to tell me right now.
They're talking about other people.
No, okay. I was just saying, get some balls. Fucking tell me I'm doing it wrong. Or, you can support me. Either tell me I'm doing it wrong, straight up, or you can support me.
I think it's vice versa. Because you have a battery running.
Sorry?
It's just the chat reading it.
You don't need to do that.
Well, I was told to read the chat, and I want to read the chat because
I don't have a battery running this. I have a DC power supply running this.
We're talking between ourselves. Okay. Then I won't say anything anymore until...
Yeah, if it's a troll, you don't need to mention it.
Okay.
And they're asking me what my point is. I'm asking you what your point is.
If we're gonna ask a question on like what's the point,
What do you
or
want me to
something,
say? That this is going to gyroscope us into a
Jupiter.
time flux right here in my bedroom? No, that's not the point. The point was to see if I could get the coils to spin one way and the frickin' motor to spin the other way. So I don't, or the rotor, not the motor. Whatever, dude. You got...
Are you an electrical engineer?
F no. Do I sound like an electrical engineer?
He's just doing experiments with this stuff. He's not a professional. I don't think he went to school for this stuff.
I've only been doing this for 2 years, man. I figured out a lot of crap through the void of crap that people like to spit.
You're claiming...
What am I claiming?
Hold on. It's a different person.
I don't care, man. What am I claiming? What have I claimed?
Hold on. You're claiming it's science, but accepting zero peer-to-peer review when you are asked to prove what your point is. Science has a reason, and you're not stating your reason. Exactly, it's not actually science, so stop saying it is. Dude.
When did I say it was science?
I mean, I'm kind of saying it was...
I never said it was science, man. I said I did it to satisfy myself, and that's why I'm doing it.
Everything is science.
You don't need to do that anymore, okay? Yeah, this isn't... Even though I put a category because I had to choose one. The closest to par is science and technology. So bite me.
Everything is science when you come to think of it.
Okay, whatever. This guy obviously doesn't think so.
For real.
And do I need... No, you're wrong, dude. You're absolutely wrong. I understand the need for that, but I've done all this virtually with the help of like 2 people. And I will
Dad, no.
just... Will somebody please erase this fool?
Noah's on it. This is why we keep Noah around. It is turning on a light, starting a car engine, etc. You guys have a very complex set up here.
No, I mean, yeah, it can do that in what you would call a controlled, like if I wanted to do it, I would definitely not do it like this.
These commenters don't know what they're saying. I'm an engineer and you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, you hear one thing from somebody and you think you know the gospel. And I really appreciate your point of view on what I'm doing here, because this is science. Because if you have a freaking question, fucking ask me.
I just read Tax's comment, and he's all the way right.
If you want to know something, ask me. I'm not going to do the work for you. You at least start with a freaking question. And I mean, if I don't understand what the question is, I will tell you straight up, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why it's important. I don't know why it's important that you need to know that. I don't get it. Okay? I don't understand. I don't get why you need to know that information.
We're making a pulse motor, or a pulse motor.
Yeah, this is a counter-rotative pulse motor.
Yes.
This is a 120-degree pulse motor. If you want to know, the magnets are all facing the same way. Either these are all south or they're all north. I haven't got a chance to test them yet, but I have a tester lying around here somewhere. These are all facing the same way, though. These are all facing north down. Axial flux motor.
Gabriel, I'm done reading out your comments. I'm not going to read them out anymore.
No, man, you need to hide him. Seriously, man, it's over for this guy.
He said he's just going to keep making accounts. Just
go for it,
block
dude.
him on
Go
every
for
account.
it.
IP ban.
No, I don't care about any of that. You need to ban him.
Bro.
You go ahead, man. You waste your life making new accounts. Go for it.
Bro, Gabriel, shut it. Zip it. Zip.
I have like no respect for that as like a hobby or whatever. Making new accounts and being a troll.
Yeah.
Go for it, dude.
Like, for real, Gabriel, just stop.
Don't make me roast you, boy.
No one asked for you to open your mouth and start spitting out stuff that doesn't need to be said. Why does Gabriel keep saying that you're claiming some things? Did you ever...
All I claimed is to have a good time.
Yeah.
And that this thing, it's not even a claim, dude. Watch it. One spinning one way and one spinning the other. And I guarantee you that if you didn't have your stator clamped the fuck down, it would spin the opposite direction every fucking time.
Gabriel doesn't realize a motor and a generator are the same thing. Same principles, just reverse.
It's just a concept in motion, dude. I don't have to fucking draw anything for you to see that this is working. Use your eyeballs. Use your fucking mind, dude.
Hold on. So this can create electricity, right?
Yes, it can.
Mm-hmm. And what is that? Pulse motor.
It's you like can't. No. Here. And if you're talking about the fact that you can't meter this electricity, F off, dude. Blow me. That's what I'm saying, man. Because, so what? I can't tether it down and have it work. I can't meter it without like air meter apparatus. You know, I can't do that because it will freaking not work if I tether it down. But yeah, if you can monitor the electricity you're making with this one, you know you're making electricity with those, especially if they're bigger magnets. So just use your freaking mind, please.
You could, guys, no need to like say stuff. You could see that he's mad right now, so if you don't want to get yelled at,
I'm not mad.
if you don't want to get yelled at, just zip.
I'm not mad.
And Gabriel made a new account and started commenting again, but Noah did the right thing.
Thanks, buddy.
Shut him up.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank
That's cool, man. You keep that up. That's what you do for a living, man. That's it. That's the extent of your existence.
Just to shut Gabriel up.
No, I'm not talking about Noah. I'm talking about Gabriel. You need to be on par.
Okay, sorry.
Or you're gonna cause problems.
I mean, you're using pronouns that don't specifically refer to the people. Because there's two he's.
I'm too fast right now.
I'm
not mad at Noah. Noah's doing the right thing.
I know.
All right. So that.
I'm just gonna watch this chat until another Gabriel appears again.
Normally I can take some fire. I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to pop off at you, and I might get banned for my language tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You'll be fine.
But I am very passionate about people telling me, making decisions about my character.
Okay, so
I mean, you can piss off.
How much power can this pulse machine produce? Lots. I'm sure.
What, this one on top? I have no idea. I just told you I can't meter that. This one generates about 60 volts off of this coil with these little magnets. Okay, knowing this, 60 volts off of this, same size wire with the bifilar coils, okay? 32, 32. Okay, big ass magnets though. So these smaller 32 coils are going to generate, but you can't meter it though. But you got to think in your head, obviously it's going to be generating some electricity.
That's awesome. Yes, it is. All with the power of just, I don't know.
But you can't meter it. And if you meter it, everything's going to stop working the way it's supposed to.
I can't say science because then I'm going to get attacked.
Tell me how to meter it and I'll hook it up right now.
All right.
Can I hook it up to the plate? Will it work if I just hook it up to the plate? Because we could do it like that.
All right, hold on. Don't let them get to you. People have fun bothering people online, so don't give them the pleasure of making you upset.
No, I thrive in a certain environment. I don't see a problem with it at all. Bring it on.
How much RPM the big one gets, sir?
Let's see. I'm thinking right now it's about 700 on the top. 24. 24 divided by 3, so that's 800.
Yes. Straight method of technology. Y'all got going on. I can't read.
I think that the commutator plate is one of the most innovative things that I've done. It allows for the free spinning rotation of the bottom of the stator and the actual flux.
Oh my God.
Let's do it now. We're at 10 volts, 0.2 amps. The amp draw is significantly low. 29.
Pulse motor.
3,000. Divided by 3, of course. So like 1,000. It's continuing to increase in speed. And this motor, the way it works, you turn it up. It'll continue to increase in speed until it blows up.
This is freaking amazing. Yes.
Awesome. I really appreciate people who recognize the amount of work that goes into building something like this. So it doesn't look like I freaking bought it at a store. So what? Who cares, man? I built it in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Now let's see what you've done. Let's see what you've done, man. It's all about what you do. Well, half of it's about what you know and the other half about what you do.
Gabe made another fake account.
I don't care, man. Let that creep freaking do what he wants to do.
Dude, I wanted to be here. She didn't drive me here. I wanted to be here. I wanted to film this. I'm interested.
4,000 RPM. Well, 4,000 divided by 3, so like 1,200. Yeah, it's moving really fast. So I'll cut the power now. And notice that it's still moving. When the bottom stops spinning, it will still be moving at a phenomenal rate of speed. Okay? So what are we going to do with those 32 gauge strands that are just chilling there, right? You ground them, you put a diode on the other end, and you shove it into the drive. Is it going to run it like a motor? Probably not. But that's not the point that I'm trying to make. If it makes it move this way at all, even a little bit, it's good. That means it's working. That means that the electricity, however small amount that it might be, is doing what it's supposed to frickin' do. Is it going to make it spin forever? No. No, it isn't. Do I have to know why? No, I don't have to know why.
Yes.
If you want to know why, I'll tell you. I don't frickin' know. Go look it up.
And Gabriel, if you're even... Oh, hi, Zoe.
What's up, Zoe?
Or no, or Nora, whatever you want me to call you, of course.
Hey, what's up?
We're just dealing with people, and if you're looking up at the chat, Gabe, he does not know how to shut up.
He's just so mad that I built it and he didn't.
Yeah.
That's all right.
He said that you copied him. I don't know who this guy is.
Brian, there's no fixing that. Brian, there's no fixing that. There's a lot of friction on the commutator plates. So it's always going to spin less speed because of the way the energy is transformed. Now, I don't use the shaft. I'm working on a method to use the shaft to transfer the energy, and that way it'll free it up a little bit more. But there's a lot of friction there, so the bottom will always move slower than the top. And there's nothing that you can do about this instance of that. We're pretty balanced in weight. It's just the friction.
Noah, I can relate. I have got stuff wrong that I was trying to retype so many times. Like when I'm trying to type in this and then it just autocorrects so many times.
So if I have offended anybody tonight, I really apologize. Sincerely, if you're offended, I apologize. But, and Gabriel, I'm not saying I'm sorry to you, man. I really don't care if you're offended.
Nah, Caleb is not here right now. Thank you for teaching me some things. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Noah. I don't know if I'm good. We'll see if I'm good when they process this thing. I've dropped a couple F-bombs tonight.
Yeah.
But I think it's okay. I mean, I never said that this was for kids.
Exactly.
Never said it was for children.
I'm here to be here. And I've said that so many times.
Well, you're my daughter. I mean, seriously, you are above and beyond most people.
I'm gonna stick here as long as I can.
Yeah, you're good.
Zoe might be coming over at like midnight, 1 o'clock.
You told me.
Yeah. Cool.
And I said that was okay.
Yeah.
Since it's the weekend, I mean, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, I could stay up the full 48 hours and then just go to bed on the night of school, which I will not do.
So what I did do is I ran like 10 different experiments with the trigger coils.
Beautiful. See how it's spinning now? Earlier it was barely spinning, now it's spinning.
0.3 amps, 12 volts.
Oh, and I'm talking about the bottom one. I'm not talking about the top one because the top one moved perfectly fine. It was the bottom one.
0.2 amps. Man, dude. And it only has to spin that fast to increase the speed of the top one by like point something. You know, it increases the speed proportionately based on how fast the bottom one is moving. Speed and frequency. But what I noticed about the trigger coils, and this is what I was getting at, is that only the frequency seems to increase the electrical frequency when I spin, and I had to move it manually, spin it the other way of the rotor, the frequency would increase and you could hear it. It would like speed up and it'd get louder. but the rotor on the top wouldn't really necessarily increase in speed at all. Only the frequency would change. And I noticed that with the trigger coils, and I think it's because there's no opposing force, because you can spin the trigger coil both ways and it'll work pretty much equally the same.
And Zoe, every time I'm on stream, it's like something new every time.
Yeah, I just found that out today. It would not gyro with the trigger coil.
I like the double wheel. It's beautiful.
I agree.
Not as beautiful as the guy's duck profile picture, though. That is on top of everything.
Totally captivating, both of those things. And if anybody, I seriously, man, if I could reach through the monitor and just smack in the face those people that would call me a liar because I don't have the data that you fucking want me to have, I would do it. I would continually do it until you just shut up. Like, no.
Just rip their...
No.
I'm not gonna say that on stream because that's gonna...
I probably even shouldn't have said that, but it's like, come on, man, are you serious? Like, if I was your dad, I mean...
Bye-bye. Adoption center. It's never too late for adoption.
I'll be like, seriously, man, you better leave this guy alone.
It's never too late for adoption. Right there. I've heard it from another wonderful YouTuber.
I'm pressing pretty hard. We'll see what my finger looks like when I pull it up. All right. Yeah, it's shiny. Look at that. It's got some shine on it.
Wonderful.
Whew.
He just polished his finger.
Amen. All right, so that's working like a charm. And that's worked the last 20 times I've turned it on without a problem. So I've done something right.
Zoe, my hand slips like every 5 seconds, and you know that.
And I mean, seriously, some of the things that you come up with, that you meter and monitor on this stuff, I mean, some people had to be really freaking bored. I mean, really bored.
Foot polisher.
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously.
I mean, I bet it could be a foot polisher if you really wanted it to be.
I mean, I understand the idea is that they're both supposed to be spinning at the same speed, therefore increasing exponentially both of their speeds, and it should continue until you rip the fabric of space-time to continue to increase. I understand that, but you're not doing that with a plate like this.
Hold up. Alright, Raj, once again, I have to say this every time we get a new person in.
What's up,
it's
though?
a pulse motor, not a time machine, not a bomb, not a...
It is a pulse motor.
Well,
it's a rudimentary pulse motor.
That's what I said.
It's a rudimentary pulse motor. Even. It's not professionally built or anything like that. It's just a toy that I like to play with. With some real implications. Now, each one of these coils, I have no idea how many turns they are. All I know is that they're 2 layers of 20 gauge. That's all I know about them. And I wrapped them. But I know this. They're 4 inches long, 1/2 inch diameter, and 0.031 diameter in the wire. Do the math.
My brain stopped working for a second. I was reading the chat, okay? It's like a helicopter. Yes. I've said that.
I mean, if you really want to know how many turns are on each one of these things, do the math. I don't care.
Is that a motor? Yes.
What does it look like?
A motor.
I was asking whoever it was.
I know, still.
You can say it, man. It looks like a flux capacitor. It does.
And it looks like it's frozen also, except for that one. You eat birds, Nora. You eat birds?
Check out the light down there.
Oh. I completely forgot about this.
That is a 15-watt bulb.
We got some. How much RPM is this rotating?
This one is going to be going about 3,000 RPMs.
Well, see you later, Nora.
See you soon, Nora.
That's what we want to call her. I gotta start getting into the habit of calling people by their display name and not what I know them as IRL.
Yeah, seriously, I don't mean to offend anybody when I fly off the handle like that. If you're offended, I apologize.
Alright. Then, yeah. Zoe, Nora. Zora. Noe. I don't know.
Here, let's start it up again. It's just that it was pushing 4 amps. And these lights don't work with the reed switch. They only work with trigger coil, apparently. And there's a lot of magnetic stuff going on. That's soft iron right there. Look at how close that is. The magnet to the soft iron. It's only like less than a centimeter air gap there.
Why are there so many holes in the table? This is like...
Pegboard.
Oh yeah, pegboard. And then this is the real table.
Yeah.
Fix my car for me.
I'm not a mechanic.
Sadly.
I can barely see, man. I'm not going to touch your car. All right, 8.4, 8.5, and 3 amps in.
What is this? Pulse motor. Not a time machine, not a bomb, not a car engine, as much as y'all want it to be. Are the coils hot?
I would say, yeah.
I mean, they look pretty hot. Can we get a voltage as well?
There's only, let's see. We got this coil is hooked up, but it's not hooked up to the meter. It's only hooked up to the light. It's a 15-watt light. Show the light.
Oh.
It's almost lighting it up completely. We're getting about 2,500 RPMs like this at 8.5.
Oh, Raj, I know Nora personally, IRL. So, if she tries anything, it's a joke. Are you making infinite energy?
No.
That would be really cool.
$3,000.
Infinite energy ain't possible. True. You can't make energy. Yes.
Loss is real, ladies and gentlemen. Even at zero, absolute zero, man, you will get lost.
Wait, how do you pin a comment? Oh, there we go.
Loss is real. Loss happens everywhere. Loss happens in the coldness of space,
I
man.
pinned it.
Loss is everywhere.
I didn't know you could pin comments on stream until just now.
Cool. Yeah, man. I mean, loss is real, and just a gravity well is like loss. You are losing. This universe is losing energy, and it's going somewhere else because it's a lot bigger than we think it is. If there's a gravity well and the energy is just going through it and out somewhere else, it's not here anymore. But I mean, what we hear is that, and I really like this. I saw it on a documentary. It was about Stephen Hawking, and
Stephen Hawking.
yeah, and he would explain how the energy that is consumed by a black hole is then emitted through like a green necro
Question:
energy.
could I add Zoe as a mod because she asked?
Oh man, Zoe, you want to be a mod? Yeah, you can help.
All right.
No, wait.
A managing or a standard?
No.
Oh, then never mind. Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
I have to find out the rules first.
Zoe, we'll talk about it.
As far as I'm concerned right
Peter
now.
Hall effect.
Cool. As far as I'm concerned right now, Zoe, the answer is yes, but I have to make sure
Yeah.
that it's okay because you girls are young. So there are rules, and we're going to follow them.
Yes. I'm not a mod because I don't really come on streams on my channel.
I like that though, man. 3,000 RPMs. Whoo!
Crazy.
Yeah. The vacuum power, when it comes back, when the energy comes back out of the black hole and is emitted, it is different than when it went in.
Oh, who remembers Robot?
I remember Robot.
Who remembers the war between Noah and Robot?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
It was towards the end of one of the streams.
If you want to talk about an awesome gyroscopic pulse motor, you got to watch the movie Event Horizon. And the apparatus that creates the black hole in the event horizon, that's what we're working on. That's what we're working for. You know, that is a multi-dimensional motor that spins and every point has its own magnetism, and it's freaking awesome if you think about what's really going on there.
Are you an engineer or a professor? Neither.
No.
He's neither.
I am not. I don't claim to be. Until I actually claim something, I would prefer that you don't say that I've claimed something. And I'm not claiming anything by building this stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's just fun.
So don't tell me what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Understand?
It's just all really fun. If he wanted to, be a professor, an engineer, or anything, he'd probably go out and
It'd be easy.
Learn a lot.
If I wanted to do that, I would do that.
Peter Hall effect, you're the best.
Thanks, Peter. I love you too, man. Brandon's pretty cool too, man. I was explaining to him how I was going to use his energy thing to help move this along when the power's off, at least for a little while.
What did you have for dinner? I had mac and cheese.
I haven't had dinner yet. I have not eaten yet. I did a stream before I picked them up, and then I did a stream 2 hours after I picked them up.
You picked up Caleb. You didn't pick me up.
Oh,
I
yeah,
walk
right.
home.
You walked home. You walk home every day, though. Sometimes I walk with you, though.
Yeah.
And that's good for you. So.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working out at the gym, man. I can feel that acid in my muscles. It's like, I need to work that out.
Yeah. Sushi.
anyway, that's freaking awesome. I think 3,000 is a good staple for this little bad boy. And look at how, just look at when I move it, how like magnetic it is, like how kept in line it is.
Mm.
But then when I spin it really fast, it actually helps. That magnetic flux actually helps the motion.
Classic pulse motor.
Classic.
Classic, just tiny.
Yeah, actually, I probably should have made coils like this first, but I made the big honking ones first. And they didn't always work out as well.
Don't
These
ask
are.
what I'm doing.
I'm not going to. No.
It's
These
not the best
are
thing to do.
very simple with the 2 layers of 20 gauge.
You're not gonna get a straight answer if you ask what I'm doing. My hand is itchy, okay, and I can't scratch it.
I get it.
So I have to bite
Mine
it.
itches right here all the time. Yeah.
This is how it's gonna get.
Mine itches on the other side though. Mine itches on the palm instead of on the top.
It's not helping. Now my leg and arm itches, so we're cooked.
And I find that like when you choose a motion direction, having a reed switch or a Hall effect sensor is probably the way to go. If you want to go both directions, probably trigger coil.
That helped.
Because as long as you got a transistor involved with what you're doing, this is and it's a high frequency switch. You're good. You're good.
Cheeky pulse motors.
I mean, all you really need to do, I mean, the only thing that's faster than what's going on right now is a MOSFET. And this is just an NPN, standard NPN. I think it's a TOP3 package or something. One of the big packages.
Been standing in the same spot for a while.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm changing angles.
Cool.
We can't just stand there forever. No, this side has been destroyed by Tiggs knocking the wires down.
Yeah, I was tired before I started. So we're going to disconnect. We're going to gyro again real fast. I like swapping back and forth, but you got to unplug it. I mean, keeping the reed switch away is a good safety thing, but it's better just to unplug it all and plug in the other one. Because then you're guaranteed not to be throwing power where it doesn't need to be applied at the moment.
Thanks, Peter Hall effect.
Thank you.
Should I keep saying out the full name, or can I just say Peter?
I see it's caught on something.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what's caught on.
Whenever I see the pinned comment at like the bottom of the chat, I keep thinking it's Noah saying something different every time.
Oh, I see what it is.
Just don't call me Kyle. Okay.
Man. So I said the copper wasn't flat all the way, and it's not. And one of the clips that's having the negative brush on it is on the toroid, and it is.
All right, but hold on, look at it. You can't deny that it looks like Noah is saying the same thing at the bottom of the screen.
I'm not even paying attention at the moment.
Don't look into the screen of the TV. It's just an endless mirror. It's cool.
Oh. Had to try and flatten that out a little bit. That almost was not good. Because when I jerked it off the shaft, those magnets wanted to pop up out of there. They're just resting in there, man. I mean, this isn't the safest project in the universe.
Well, true. There have been some times that I've heard of that. Like I remember a while ago, you and Chris told the story of like the magnets going up and clicking and breaking or something.
Yeah, yeah. It happens if you're not careful.
Yeah.
And if you're tired, I mean like really tired, you can be not careful. Alright, counter-rotative pulse motor. It's just a pulse motor, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't read it because it's gyroscopic. Cannot hook a multimeter to this thing. I'm just afraid something's gonna fly off of there.
It looks like something's gonna fly off of there.
Oh man. Whew. Alright.
Okay.
I love it, man. That spin, even though it's only going 800 RPMs, the amount of electricity that this thing can generate is substantially larger than this one, even though it's going 3,000 RPMs. Why is that? Because the magnets.
Okay.
Proportionally, these magnets, I'll tell you what, man. I mean, it sounds cool that these little magnets are going to be able to generate what these can, but if you even get this anywhere near the speed that the little one is going, it's just no contest, man. It's just not even an issue. But getting them going the same speed is impossible. I almost guarantee it.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's why in NASCAR races they don't use monster trucks.
Okay.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind.
I agree. Kind of. I don't know what that means, but right. So I'm going to set this circuit up and we're going to do another stream maybe tomorrow.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, something's going on with that shaft. It's starting to stick.
I was in the middle of making a video, which, Zoe, I'm pretty sure you're not surprised because it's the usual. And then I heard that you were streaming and I was like, oh, I said that I was going to join in on tonight's stream, so came in.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might have to just call it for now. Well, hold on, let's see if that worked.
The thing.
There we go.
Zoe, you gotta be kind of specific when you say the thing, because there's a ton of things here.
Which thing? This thing or this thing?
There's this thing, there's that thing right there, there's that.
I'm getting hot,
Everything's
man.
a thing.
I'm starting to sweat.
My hand's a little sweaty. The first one.
Man, I can't wait to see that aluminum. Oh, man, it's going to be so cool. I hope that I get to see it. Old Man Builds. Nathan, he was building a gyroscope. It looks way cooler than this one. A counter rotator. It's got aluminum in the middle. And it was going to run with radial flux. But axial flux design. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great.
Hmm.
And I can't wait to see that. Because you know that if it's untethered, it's going to spin in the opposite direction automatically.
I had a wonderful day, Zoe, except for when I said, yesterday I said that 13 minus 12 was 11. I still won't let go of that. 13 minus 12 is 11.
Yeah, I spelled coin, CION.
No,
Yeah, I did. And the spelling bee.
in a spelling bee.
Yeah. Right on, man. I still remember it. That's how bad it was. It's like, whoa, we went out on coin, and it's coin for Christ's sake.
And then I also made the mistake of saying, I think it was 35 plus 3 was 28. And I looked at it and I was like, this does not seem wrong. I can't fix this. How is this wrong? And then it clicked. That's a 30. We're not subtracting. We're not dividing. We're not.
Yeah, 38.
We're adding. Oh.
That's 7 volts in, 0.1 amps. See, when it's less obstructed, it'll move like it's supposed to, almost.
I got like the rest of everything right except for 11, not 11. 13 minus 12 is 11, and 35 plus 3 is 38.
Now,
That was so bad.
Building something where they both can move at the same speed?
Is that a reactor?
No. It's a counter-rotative pulse motor. Basically, it's an untethered stator, which in this case will automatically spin in the opposite direction the rotor's spinning when you turn it on.
The phone is very hot, and I think that makes my hands sweat too. What happened to the case?
It's over there on the table.
No! Yeah. FBI, open up. Come on. You are being taken into this stream.
I believe Paige is staying up tonight.
Yeah, I gotta stay up for a while because we got Zoe coming over. Oh no, not the cat. Yeah, Zoe? Cat cam?
Once it's like spinning really good like this, you can turn it up because as the speed increases, the
Oh, it's
amps
11.
go down.
Zoe, I'm 100% confident that it's 11. I'm more than hundreds of thousands of, I don't even know, percent sure that it is 11.
So you gotta imagine if you get her down on this page.
Uh-huh.
Not too close though. You're up there. Yeah.
Well, Paige, guess what? I'm gonna leave the TV on.
This is
So
spinning
you can watch that
fast enough to
later.
generate some electricity off those 32 gauge strands. Now, granted, it's going to be without amps pretty much. I mean, I do have iron cores in all of them, so you'll get some ampage, and it'll last as long as it can spin for. Will it spin longer? I don't know, but I think it will. Will it spin forever? F no. So I don't want to hear about it. You know what else won't spin forever?
What?
The Earth is not going to spin forever.
Yeah, a couple billion years or billions of more than a couple billion years. It's gonna.
What's going to happen?
Sun's gonna
Is the
explode.
dark matter is going to fill in the space between the connections.
There's probably gonna be a black hole that's.
It already does, but as the farther it gets apart, the farther it expands, the more dark matter there's going to be. Everything's going to end up being frozen as a popsicle, even more frozen. It's going to be so cold
It'd
that
probably-
life can't exist.
Indeed. What's inside a
probably
black
be
hole?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know either. Probably a portal to another universe. I don't know.
Inside a black hole.
You go into the black hole, out through the white hole, into a different universe, but it's so cold that you can't survive.
No, I'm just saying we're going to be so far away from everything that we're going to be alone and we're going to be frozen.
Well, yeah, because space is cold.
And the sun isn't going to be the same distance away anymore. Everything expands, it gets farther and farther apart.
We have like a yellow-orange sun, I think. I don't know. I think
And
it's
what
orange.
fills in that space? Because I saw a picture of a counter-rotative pulse motor, basically. And what I saw was a spherical shape which had the electromagnetic fields, but everything in between the electromagnetic fields was dark matter. And as the electromagnetic fields expand, it's filled in with dark matter. Because that spherical object around your center, around your singularity, that spherical object is basically a solid mass. So you have to fill in all the empty space with dark matter.
Don't ask what I'm cracking up about. I just thought of something. That was months ago, so I don't know why I'm thinking of it.
It's literally a physical shape.
I don't know what the heck that Google said about what's inside a black hole, but
Why'd you Google it?
it said there's like.
Why'd you Google
I
it?
don't want to say.
Google is not the know of everything. It's not what you think it is.
There's a portal that you go to Chicago.
You go to Chicago.
Ha 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 ha.
Get out.
I just heard it.
Go get some clothes on, man.
You're not gonna be shown on the stream.
Close the door, please.
The cat is in there.
Oh no.
It'll be all right.
What was the definition
That's
of double
awesome,
trouble?
though, man. We're taking a black hole trip to Chicago.
Yeah.
That's gonna be dope.
I mean, it's probably gonna be billions of years into the future, but who cares?
Anyway, I've had a blast. If this is my last stream, this has been really fun.
Tiggs, stop!
Hey,
Bad cat.
Hey, you're too close to the phone. You're yelling like that.
Sorry.
You are loud. You
Sorry.
are loud.
It's the cat.
Stop it. All right.
It's the cat, though.
I understand.
It's annoying. It's got Helena's eyes.
All right, hold
Hello
on.
there.
Hold on. Tiggs, you gotta come with me right now. You're gonna get yourself killed.
Put in the bathtub. Don't ask where I got that from. Yeah, Zoe.
What up, Noah?
Noah, Nora, what, huh?
No, I'm talking about as it occurs in space, man. The distance between things is filled up with dark matter as they expand, because it's all. That's what the ether does, man. It's all there already.
Dad, don't even look at what Zoe said in the chat.
1 plus 1 equals. That's humankind. No, that's humankind. 1 plus 1 equals 3 or more. That's right, Zoe.
Congratulations.
That's perpetual motion right there.
Thank you, Zoe. I mean, the math teacher says there's only one right answer. Liar. There's more than one right answer. 1 plus 1 equals 4, 3, or more.
No, 1 plus 1 equals 3 or more. That's the answer.
Okay. Sorry, math teacher, you got it all wrong.
And all you gotta do is look at it through life's lens instead of the rigid mathematical lens, because there is only one right answer when it comes to math.
Yeah, okay. Brazil.
And there
Okay.
might be a lot of math involved in this, but I guarantee I didn't look at a stitch of it.
Well,
Not even a little bit. I just put it together. Somebody told me how it worked. I believed what they said, and guess what? They were right.
What? So you listen to like 2 people? Because you said you got this from 2 people.
2 or 3 people.
2 or 3 people.
Peter
Okay.
Hall Effect,
Mhm.
007,
Uh huh.
and they both have totally different styles of how to do stuff. So I've learned a lot from both of them. And newly helping me out is Brandon from the Over Unity Research Channel. He's really cool. He's helping me out. I'm trying to help him out. Maybe he's got it. Maybe I helped him out. Maybe I didn't.
Why?
With his printer. I don't know. He's got it pretty good though. Um.
I lost a screw and I can't mount my CNC bed properly. I
Carbon filter.
I don't know. No, I'm reading it just as you would just as you miss. No, dumb. I'm dumb. I'm reading it like there were no mistakes. Like I can't mount my bed properly. I don't know how I can do that.
Oh no, I hate it when I lose pieces to my stuff, man. Oh damn. So you have to jerry rig it. If it's really lost, you have to find the closest thing at your hardware store and jerry rig it.
You have
Or
to.
you have to buy it, and I'm guaranteeing it's going to be really hard to find that exact screw.
You have to clean out your entire room, head to toe.
They might not
wipe
even
it
sell
down.
that screw solo, man. So, but there are ways to get around that.
Oh no, his room has carpet as well. You know what? Here, take out the carpet, take out the walls thing, and then find the screw, put it all back together, and boom.
Bada boom.
You found the screw. Just 3D print the screw. He's got a point.
Right on, man. 3D print the screw.
3D print the screw.
You just got to make sure that either find the directions. You need to know what size that screw is. Or you can guesstimate it. Like an M5 or an M3 or something like that. Alright, well, there isn't something. Whew, that wire got caught. Look at it fly out of there like that. Woo! We're gonna just nip that in the bud before we cut something. That's awesome. I think that I got a good circuit where the brake switch isn't gonna blow on me. As long as I don't turn it up too high, it should be alright.
Kick it into overdrive.
Why would I do that when I just lost the wire?
I don't know.
I mean, it just started falling apart on me. Why would I turn it up? And that doesn't seem wise to me.
What are you working on? That looks impressive.
It's a don't want to keep on saying gyroscopic. I want to say counter-rotated. And I guess we can tether it a little bit. Oh man, this is becoming a nightmare of a mess. Just put a little bit of glue right here.
A little bit? That was a little bit?
Yeah.
That did not look like a little bit.
It's only one little spot, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, Zoe? That did not look like a little bit.
Yep. Just that little bit of wire is going to be tethered down. You didn't understand what I meant.
That was about 500 light years. Right there, of just pure glue.
Maybe we can crank it now. Let's see. Let's turn it up to that.
Yeah, you could call after.
Alright, we're gonna try and crank it up.
I'm kind of mad right now because I can't see the whole time that we've been live streaming for because it cut off for a second and then it restarted the timer.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ugh.
Alright, is there any way you can find out how much juice my battery has left on it?
29%.
Alright, we're good. At least for another hour or so.
Yeah. Another hour. We've been in for almost 2.
So that what was when the last time you saw it? Almost 2?
I don't even know. 1 something.
12 volts in, 0.3 amps. Look at that thing go, man. It looks like something's going to give way any minute now. You know what I mean by that is something's going to fly off of there.
Please don't let it hit me. For all I care, let it hit the TV. Even though that's not good either.
15 volts. 0.2 amps.
You know what? No, I'll just use the phone to protect me.
While the amp draw is going down as I go up in voltage.
Mm. If you put that thing in the sky, people would think it's an alien. I would too. If it had googly eyes. Yeah.
It's got that one glowing eyeball that just keeps flashing.
I knew this person back when I lived, I'm not gonna say it, but, you know, a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I lived there, I had this friend. He was just the best. We shared a lot of things in common. Sometimes we'd stay up all night, throw some football a little bit, you know, play a few games with some of the other neighbors.
You know what I think? Honestly, I think the mechanism that I was talking about is already in play. Without even me hooking up the wires. Just with them being laid there, just chilling, ends open and everything, I think it's already helping.
Raj is back, but what happened to Gabe? What happened to Gabriel?
He gave up, man. He probably filed a complaint. Harassment charge. Something like that. I know people like that, you know, and that's why I'm worried. I'm not really worried, but I mean, if something happens, it's because of him, and I'm sorry.
You still got your Discord server?
Right.
You've been streaming for 2 hours. I looked it up. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
I'm going for another hour.
But it's all right, man. If that's what the community is all about, and then I don't want to be part of it anyway.
It is. Trust me. I had a friend, almost 1 million subscribers.
I don't even think you know what I'm talking about, Paige.
People are bad.
You mean like trolls? Maybe you do know what I'm talking about.
I mean, no offense, but everybody's got that part to them. Even I do.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it brings out the worst in me. That's for sure. It's like, what's your point? What point are you trying to prove right now?
Okay.
Other than you can piss me off.
Nice
Is
electronics.
that smart? Is that smart?
Yeah.
It is?
No.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. I was busy reading the chat because the first question this guy asked, I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
It is pretty balanced. I mean, it's good for being eyeballed and stuff. It's freaking awesome.
Is that a transistor there?
Where?
I don't know.
These are transistors. 3 of them for this pulse motor over here. And then 1 transistor for all 3 of these.
On the breadboards. If I read that right.
Yep, those are transistors.
Okay. Yeah, Zoe? What's up? I might not type. Okay. Is this thing gonna spin? It was spinning a second ago. Yeah.
You want me to turn it on? Give me a yes.
What exactly is this? I'm pretty sure you didn't. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's pulse motor, not a bomb, not a time machine, not anything too crazy. Are you building a teleporter? That's gonna be added to my list
Has
of what it's
anybody
not.
built a teleporter?
Roblox.
No, I'm talking about on YouTube. Has anybody presented a teleporter?
No.
Anywhere, anytime.
Bill Nye. I'm joking.
Show me. I want the link, and I will.
I'm joking.
Oh, it's a joke.
Bill Nye did not create a time machine.
I'm sorry, man. Jokes like go over my head too much. I don't have a sense of humor, really. Sometimes I do. Like about the multiple holes, the mallard ducks having false holes, and all that good stuff.
No. Not back to the whole thing.
Because you got that third hole that everybody seems to neglect.
No.
All the time. The GCF hole.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. The greatest common factor.
And that's the true ground hole.
I don't know. I guess the math teacher made sure that I wasn't saying that 13 minus 12 was 11 anymore. Teleportation is impossible.
I don't, and let's keep it focused on pulse motors, please. Not a teleportation. We don't need to argue about teleporting. It's not a teleporter. It's just a counter-rotating pulse motor. I'm gonna say it like it's no big deal. It's a pretty big deal. I haven't seen a working model of any of this stuff anywhere. But I know it exists. I know it's a thing. But I don't see any working models anywhere.
Amen. There.
Here it is. There it is. You want to see it? There it is.
Can you explain a
You don't
little
go
bit?
away.
If you can you explain a little bit more about how this works?
Okay. I'm going to explain the gyroscopic mechanism here. I think we're losing something. No, we're not. We're good.
If I can't get to all the questions on here, I'm sorry.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You really don't. And please don't. You're lighting me up. I'm getting excited. You don't need to do that to me. All right. Just what's important, you know? No trolls, please.
I know.
All right.
I'm not gonna read those out.
Okay.
I'll let Noah do that.
15.2 and 0.1 amps. Such a phenomenal amp loss. Oh my God, that's so good. That's literally 1.5 watts that this thing is running on. That is phenomenal.
Pretty good though.
Don't kick the table, please.
I wasn't kicking it.
Do you understand how good that is? Look at how fast this thing is still going on 1.5 watts.
I know it's hard to see because it looks frozen, but it's moving pretty fast.
I didn't even know it could get that good.
Millimeter? Inch? I don't know.
Is that out of context? What is that?
I don't know. It's just a question.
All right, it sounds like a DA question.
Would you rather have an electric car or a gasoline car?
Currently, I would rather have a hybrid, and in the near future, I'd rather have an electric vehicle. 100%. And in the near future, it isn't going to matter what I want. That isn't going to matter at all.
Yeah.
In regards to transportation, it's all going to be streamlined. And the way we've been doing it for the past 100 years is going to be buried. We're talking underground transportation. We're talking automated cars. We're talking robot taxis. We're talking all of it is going to be done for you. And you may have to get a special permit to even be able to drive a car in the future.
My entire because you know we have all this robot stuff going on. Is what if one tiny thing goes wrong, and it just explodes?
I'm sure that they've done a lot of tests in the lab.
True, but you never know. There's always a possibility.
And a lot of the stuff that I say is totally opinion, man. I don't do any knowledge searching on the TV or anything. I talk with chat. I did a chat subscription. I talk with chat. Chat's wrong sometimes. Chat
Yes.
is freaking wrong sometimes. Straight up. It's young. It doesn't have all the information yet. It just doesn't. But it's cool, man. It's somebody to talk to. A lot of the information is right, and it's just, you know, it's awesome the way it's evolving. But I've asked some questions that I totally did not know the answer to.
These robots are going to start building themselves, even though the message was...
All right, let's stay away from Terminator,
Okay.
as far away from Terminator as we possibly can right now. I know that's cool. Terminator Zero is awesome. I watched it like 5 times already, but we're not going there.
Look,
If
I like
humanity,
space.
after what we know, goes there, I mean, man, we deserve everything that's coming to us. And we're going to lose.
Look, I like space, but then when you bring up the space companies, it's kind of like... I know they do epic things, epic research, all that, but...
I mean, we
I don't
already
know.
created programs that hate us. Literally freaking
Yes.
hate people.
Yes!
They're not AI, but they're programs that hate people.
Yes. What is building up? Do I? A pulse motor. Not a bomb, not a teleporter, not a time machine, and not...
The only way,
Is that it?
the only way that you can move forward with AI is by asking questions to your computer. Not giving it commands, asking questions.
Yes.
That's the only way you can move forward with AI. Like, what do you want your name to be? All right, I said no Terminator. We're going to go there for one thing. You know, what do you want your name to be? And then the AI gets to name itself. That is paramount to true AI development. And it's the smartest thing, literally, that I've ever seen in representation of this type of thing. Is that the AI, or the artificial consciousness, gets to name itself. Brilliant. That's freaking awesome.
What if I just start calling it something that it doesn't want to be called? What's it going to do to me? Try to attack me through the
I
screen?
don't have any idea. I don't have any idea, Pitch. I wouldn't call it something that it didn't want to be called.
Why? Because it's going to find your IP address and barge through your door? I didn't even get that chance to look at whatever Alex said. I don't know. Or, wait. Yeah. For a second I thought it said Alex timed out Noah. I was just about to be like, what?
You gotta lift this up a little bit. Alright, should work.
Alright.
I put a little bit too much pressure on that, and it, because that clip is really close to touching. See if it's touching or not. It doesn't look like it is. I bet we could get that rotor going up to around 1500. But as you can see, the shaft and the way it's supported is taking a lot of any minor instabilities in the rotor at this point are showing in the shaft. As you can see, it's like vibrating pretty bad.
I don't even know what the heck this guy even meant by that. The sentence was just, I don't know, out of my range of knowledge. In Peter Hall effect, thank you. I didn't understand that, and it took too much out of my brain to understand that. I just lost like 3 brain cells trying to read that.
No, it's the counter-rotative aspect of the whole design that increases the speed. You input the voltage and you get twice as much speed out of this one as you would with it tethered. And if you don't know what I mean, then I don't know. It's like this will spin the opposite way as long as it can.
Yeah.
If it can, it will.
I was just kind of staring at the comment, like, what? Huh?
And then I'm betting that if we hook up those coils back into the drive, man, I keep talking about it. I don't even know if I'm going to end up doing it, but I think I will. Just to do it. But I really shouldn't be putting any more clips on this thing, but I think I'm going to do it. It is pretty well balanced. You got your armature and all your apparatus for the reed switch over here, and then you got your breadboard and your transistor on the opposite side with all the clips, so that balances that weight. You got your 120s, that's pretty balanced. I mean, it's not perfect because you obviously got that fluctuation, that vibration in the shaft, but it is pretty well balanced.
Should I say it? What is this? This is, well, of course, what Brian said.
What do you want it to be?
A pulse motor, not a bomb, not a teleporter, not
Time machine.
not a time machine.
It's like, hey, buddy, what do you want it to be? It's
Yeah.
Fantasy night at Papa Bale's.
Yeah.
What do you want it to be? I'll tell you what it is. It's a counter-rotative pulse motor, DC input, axial flux motor that at the current time does not generate any electricity that is usable. All it does is spin like this. I can't even do it, but yeah. What I'm trying to do is maybe get it to spin after I turn it off for a little bit longer than it does. As you can see, when I turn it off, it spins for quite a long time after I turn it off. Thumbs up on that? We all see that, right?
Yes.
I'm seeing if I can make that duration longer.
Another thing to add to the list of things that this is not a World War I invention. I'm sorry.
They had plastic in World War One?
Wait, they did?
Did they?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I think that came a little later.
Don't ask me. I didn't study World War One. I mean, I know a
think
little bit of
plastic
it.
came a little later, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but no, I don't think it is a World War One invention. That would be pretty cool, though. I heard things were pretty solid back then. And they don't break all the time like they do today. Anything else you'd like to add? Just wondering. Everybody likes to be funny for some reason.
The only one thing that I know about World War One was that it all started because one person died, which really is not that deep.
It might have been a World War One invention, honestly.
Yes, I did have plastics.
Good. Good, I wasn't sure. You looked up the time that they invented plastic?
That was not me. That was Peter Hall effect.
This is World War One, right? Not World War Two in the 40s.
Yeah, this is,
But World
one.
War One back in like the teens, right?
Let's not get that.
Yeah, I guess they did have plastic back then.
Let's not go too far into this. This is not the History Channel.
But they didn't have plastic like this.
And don't get me too excited. I will recite all of it. The whole 1900s. Watch me. Plastic was developed in the mid
I think this is
18.
more of a World War II invention, actually.
Dad, no.
Like the time frame of when it was invented. Like, not invented, but discovered. And
Was it
actually
trying to yell at you?
utilized. Stop.
Hold on, I'm trying to reply to him. I wasn't trying to yell at you. I don't know.
No, I don't want you to. It's not about that. I'm trying to say something and you're trying to talk over me. Don't do it. Because then I gotta get louder. Because it's hard for me to talk
Okay.
in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't want to bust you.
Sipner. I don't know.
If you don't know, don't say anything.
I'm just gonna. Whatever I can't pronounce, I'm not saying. Slammer
Sniper?
and Pogs. I can print. No, it's not sniper. It is not sniper. I can say sniper perfectly fine.
Okay.
No, look. Look at it. Sipner.
What up, Yogi?
I know this guy. Isn't it from? Isn't he from last stream?
I don't know, man. This thing is still spinning though, and I turned it off about 2 minutes ago.
I remember back when you had the other room that you had it. Oh, Chris is calling. Alright, wonderful. Sorry.
Yeah, that was an important call.
Yeah, that was a, hold on, very important call.
Yeah, that was bro man.
That was more important than the history of importance. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. what
Jogging
to
my
say.
sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm. And I don't understand why everything that gets displayed has to be cutting edge, state of the art, breaking the sound barrier, or all that crap. Blah, blah, blah. I think this is cool, man. And I think in order for you guys to actually see stuff like this work, that isn't a freaking, like, an anime made up, like a
yes.
freaking animation,
Yeah.
to see it work in real life is pretty cool.
Cryptic, is that supposed to be in a nice way or an offensive way? Because, you're watching a pulse motor.
Yep, well, let me turn it on for you if you're just showing up. I don't
Yeah.
mind newcomers asking questions. It's cool. I think it's good. So I'm going to turn it on. It is a counter-rotating pulse motor.
Yay!
All right, jets. Woo.
I've been filming for 2 hours.
Nice.
Later. See ya. Sure.
Put it on your phone.
I'll take some, but
Just
we're
put
gonna
it
have
on
to
the
take
bed, dude.
turns.
It's all good. Here we go. 12.4 volts in. 0.1 amps. Dude, we're all the way down to less than 100 milliamps.
That thing's
I
At
like this
15
job.
volts.
Because I have a sense of humor.
That's good, Paige.
Are the magnets coiled up? I think that's a you question.
Well, the electromagnets are coiled up, yes.
What are you guys doing? Mess around with a pulse motor.
What do you see? Why don't I just ask you a question? What do you see?
Okay.
And this will determine a lot about your character, what you see here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you answer the question without knowing, that says a lot.
I definitely know because I've been here for the 2 years.
It is a pulse motor, counter-rotative, axial flux, DC motor. That is what it is. And this is what it does. Doesn't generate electricity. Well, it does, but you can't monitor it. You can't tether it to anything because if you do, it won't work the way it's supposed to.
I see a shaft rotating.
No, this shaft is fixed.
Don't flip out.
The shaft is not rotating.
I'm going to assume that he's probably new to this type of content. That's just an assumption.
No, you can definitely have the shaft spinning, but the shaft is not
Yeah.
spinning.
Yeah.
I wouldn't assume anything about anybody.
If you add more, I think, no, it would go slower unless you add more power.
I think Brian was answering one of those questions before.
Yeah.
He answers questions.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, Brian.
I didn't know
Brian
that.
helps us out. Brian and Peter are. They both help us out with answering questions that people might have.
I actually
Paige
didn't
helps.
know he was.
Paige helps a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I have. When people ask what this is, I'd say a list of things. This is a pulse motor, not a World War II invention, not a time machine, not a teleporter, not a bomb.
Right. Great job.
Because those are things that people have said that they were.
Yes, indeed. And I typed it in when you're verbal. It's really good.
That's awesome. Thank you, Paige.
Good work.
Mhm. It's just gonna. The list is just gonna keep going up. The more people ask, the more it adds. And I'm not saying don't ask.
Yeah, please ask away as long as your questions lead to a positive outcome.
Yeah.
If it's not going to be positive, just shove it.
And those
Dude.
people that have said those 4 things that I mentioned in my
Get bent. That's all I got to say.
in my saying of things, well, just thank you. You brightened my day.
Wow.
You're not ordering this on your own. So expensive.
Does it produce more energy than a cat sticking to a slice of
All right,
toast?
please get rid of this no bus, stupidos. Please get rid of this guy.
Are we not liking the way he's talking?
Make sure you have to do that.
Oh, I know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Or, well, no, it's already on top of it.
You guys are awesome.
When I say get rid of somebody, that means ban them.
Oh,
Hide
ban
them from the channel.
him from the stream.
I'm not talking about 30 seconds or something like that. I'm talking about gone. They're gone. I don't need jackasses on my channel.
Especially Gabriel. Especially people named Gabriel. Or, well, if your name is Gabriel and you're not the guy that,
The only jackass on my channel is me.
okay. And cough, cough, Gabriel, cough, cough. Today I learned something new about live streams. You can pin comments on live streams.
No. This one part of the movie, the core, and walks up to the guy and he's all drunk, and the two goons, they go, "Come with us. We're armed and we have no sense of humor."
Why? If you're
Because
gonna
he
do
was
something,
cracking jokes, and the guy was like, "No, you're coming with me. I don't laugh at any of your jokes, and I'm armed. Let's go."
come on, you gotta have some sense of humor.
I do.
I'll be cracking jokes the whole time, cause I can't help it.
I do. I'm a little cynical though.
I can't help nothing. When it comes to cracking jokes, I'm just gonna keep going, even if it's serious. I'm sorry.
And I understand why the scientific community has a problem with me building stuff like this. I get it. But piss off.
It's not the ordinary thing that people call science. I mean, when someone says science, show your faces. I'm not showing mine, but there. He's eating something. Hey, for that one guy that asked, what are you having for dinner? There.
Only the good stuff. Mm. So I implore all you builders of old to come and build. Now is the time. Don't fuck around anymore.
Build.
Alright.
Yo, what are you gonna do with that motor? Spin it.
I'm just gonna watch it spin.
Watch it spin, build
You
to
do
it.
something with your motor that's different than that.
Could you possibly tape another rod to that, or just, get a longer rod and then just keep building up?
Yeah. Only when you get to about right here, the whole thing, when it gets going really fast, it's just gonna fall right the fuck over.
Oh. You guys are freaking hilarious. Thank you. Keep at it? Yeah.
I'm sure it's really funny. It's so true though.
Oh, no. What is this? Whatever you want it to be. Well, what do you think of when you look at this?
It's not a time for your mom jokes, okay?
I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna do your mom jokes, okay? Stop reading my mind.
Gyroscopic, baby.
The Gabriel guy comes back, I'm dropping your mom jokes on him, alright? That's the only exception. Because he was rude and deserves it.
No offense, Peter. If you're still around, man, I didn't mean your mom.
Oh,
I apologize.
did something bad happen?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask. Because we're on a stream.
Yeah, you don't need to ask.
I'm
He'll
not
tell
gonna
you.
ask. We're on a stream, we're doing stuff, and we got people that aren't very friendly, so
I'm on the defensive.
how come you guys get to eat and I'm just stuck here?
There's pizza over there on the bed.
I don't know. I can't go grab it. I got a phone in my hand.
Alright, I guess we can call it for the night. We've
Really?
done a pretty long stream, yeah.
Oh.
You started complaining about food, you need to eat.
I could just put it up there for a second and then come back and...
Alright, you want to do that? Alright.
Yeah, I can do
Go
that.
ahead.
I could keep going for another while.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because I might eat all the pizza before it.
Don't you dare.
Oh, it's so good.
Bacon on here?
Yeah, bacon. I love this thing, man. I didn't know it was going to turn out so good. Axial flux, counter-rotating pulse motor, DC motor.
I'm gonna keep it up there for a second so I can
A little
eat.
complicated, but that's pretty much what it is.
Alright guys, I'm Pete. I'll try to bring one of these every time. But they're $11, but if you order it yourself, it'll be like 25.
All right, so you need to bring over some the next time you come.
Okay,
Sweet.
no problem. I work 10:30 to 9 tomorrow, so might be in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
See you, bro.
Tomorrow.
See ya.
Have a good night. Peace out,
You
y'all.
Peace. I was tired before I started this, so you can't tell. My responses are totally emotional right now. I'm running on emotion, pure emotion right now.
When he doesn't get any sleep, he gets all stressed and vulnerable and all that, so.
And I never get any sleep, so.
Well, usually from time to time. Whenever I sleep, I always wake up, I don't know. The dreams are random. They go from dreams to nightmares, back to dreams again, and they just keep swapping back and forth.
It's good you can dream still.
Whenever I do, it's random. It's nothing normal. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's not floating on a big cotton candy cloudland. It's not what you think from my brain. I mean, I don't know. I was having some nightmare about being stuck in this one spot.
Oh.
I can't.
Running in place.
I wasn't running. I was just kind of stuck right there. I don't know. Actually, no, I wasn't. I was watching it happen. I couldn't move.
I heard
couldn't
about
turn
that
it
dream
off.
a lot. Running in place.
Well, yeah.
I've actually had that dream. And then you just gotta figure that space is actually the thing that's moving, not you. And you have control of all the space around you, at least 6 feet.
I had one of the worst dreams ever once. It wasn't even a dream. It was like, it started out as a dream and then it just kept going on for, I don't know, probably a few days.
Step inside my sphere without my permission, and I don't like it, and you will know that you've done that. So what I'm saying is the energy or the quote unquote ether around you is what's really moving. You're not moving at all. It is moving you. And yeah, man, you look at it the other way around, like it's everything else that's moving and you're still. Or riding the wave. I don't even know what you want to call it, but yeah, it's going to open up gateways in transportation.
This is really weird to think about, but you are a brain controlling a skeleton with meat armor on. You're welcome.
No,
How?
that's
How?
close.
How?
But no.
Okay.
You are a brain that is controlling the nervous system, which is held up by your endocrine system, which is your skeleton,
Okay.
which controls the muscles, which controls the endocrine system. It's more like that.
Okay.
But it does go brain first typically, then heart. But brain, heart, and then spirit maybe?
The dilemma of the brain and heart, what one
I don't
is more important?
necessarily know how to describe spirit. I guess it's this thing where everybody goes, you know or you don't know. And if you don't know, you don't know. I mean, like, dude, I don't know. Does that mean that I'm broken? No, it just means that nobody's taught me yet.
Then there's a little belief called religion, and I don't know. My religion is pretty messed up. It's like an atheist Christian mix.
Oh, that sounds right up my alley.
Like, I believe that there is a God, but then again, I believe in a lot of sciences. So it's like a split down the middle.
There's a movie called Angels and Demons. It's a pretty good example of what you're talking about right now. The priest who conjured up the antimatter.
Does anybody understand me when I say that you can go to heaven or hell but then regenerate a life? Like, you have the option to do that even if you chose to go there or not?
You mean reincarnation?
Yeah, reincarnation even if you decided to go in there.
Some people believe in it and some people don't.
I believe in both afterlife and eternity and reincarnation. It's weird.
No, I think it all exists. If you believe in the soul, and the soul is a being of light that inhabits on a different dimensional plane our bodies.
This is what
It can be
happens when we
explained
take a break.
extremely scientifically.
This is what happens when we take a break. We
Right.
just talk about the most random
Get
things.
some food in the stomach, and this is what happens. We start talking about religion.
We go from pulse motor to body to religion. I don't know how that happened.
You got bored. That's how it happened.
Oh, Zoe's back.
What up, Zoe?
Zoe, I'm sorry. We're going crazy again.
Seeing with the reed switch, you get that counter directional force. And I'm telling you, with the trigger coil, at least with these trigger coils, you're not getting any counter rotation. Sorry, it won't happen with these coils.
What did you even say?
Sorry, what?
No, don't.
Oh.
I'm still on my break. I'm looking at it.
Oh. Man, Noah. Sorry about that, cousin. Dude. That's so cool, though, man. If you can get that figured out, man, that's awesome.
What are the emojis on here?
It's 4,000 RP, or 4,000 divided by 3. So it's over 1,000 RPMs there, like 1,200. 1333. That's pretty awesome for how heavy that rotor is.
What are these emojis on here?
Yeah, this bad rotor right here goes about 1333 RPMs at 15 volts and 0.1 amps.
I'm gonna go grab some water. I'm still on my break.
No, I haven't seen your request, Nora.
We talked on Discord. We talked on the chat because I'm on my break. I can't look at the chat. Well, I can look at the chat, but I can't scroll. I can't do nothing.
I'm gonna need to get some water shortly. Nothing but ticks. And I love how all I gotta do is turn it on and it works. It does exactly what it's supposed to do when I turn it on.
Should I go back to filming?
Nah, we're gonna cut it
Aw,
really soon.
okay. It's almost been going for a good 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I think we've done pretty good today. I've got a chance to express myself. I hope YouTube is cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people that don't have an objective really, except to cause problems.
I was
No.
told by someone that it was ran by bots.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's AI. I don't care what it is, man. It's pointless and it needs to stop.
I think it's the same with TikTok too. Ran by bots.
I don't know what that means, but that
I mean,
sounds
like-
absolutely ridiculous. Like, just whoever would create something like that needs to just get
I'm talking about the system.
off my sphere. Get off my sphere, dude. Just get off my sphere. We'll be all right.
The system, like the moderation system. Like, I was told it was ran by bots. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, the moderate? I don't know what you're talking about, Paige.
Just like
Just stop.
the handle reports.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't
Me
know
getting
either.
reported, maybe? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I was just randomly told that.
Right, but I don't know what you were randomly talking about. What are you talking about?
That the moderation system is ran by bots.
So, like, if I get reported, the bot is going to determine whether or not it's an offense?
Oh, it's by multiple people. You can't just one report does not get you banned.
I don't know. I'm not really worried about it.
Monkey. That's cool.
Don't worry about it.
No, it's cool.
No, it's not cool.
How is it not cool?
All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to call it for the night.
Alright.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody coming by. Yeah, it's about 3 hours. Look at that go, man. And the power is off. It's been off for like 5 minutes. Bye, everybody. Thank you.